tournament is coming up soon, and I want to encourage students to take advantage of this opportunity to experience fun competition. This is your chance to play in the big game. Remember that nobody sits the bench on our team, and the championship game is coming up. Your coach is telling you, get in the game and play. And we need you to help the team be victorious. Competition is a necessary part of life. You will always compete with academics, workforce, and day-to-day experience.
Yes, sir.
Martial arts competition will help students overcome fear and intimidation in a safe and healthy environment. Competing not only makes you a better martial artist, it makes you a better person. Making ourselves better in one fashion or another is simply why we all started training in the martial arts in the first place. Now, grab your gear, get signed up, and prepare to bring home the gold. Get in the game. Tournament is important because it makes you deal with fear and anxiety.
Nervous.
Why?
Because there was a lot of people.
If you ever actually have to use this stuff, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be fearful. You're going to have anxiety. And the more you deal with that, the better off you're going to be if you ever, heaven forbid, actually have to use your martial art to defend yourself.
Ready, go! Hug, block, punch, punch!
I think that most kids are hesitant about going to tournament because it's the fear of the unknown. Anytime you don't know something, you tend to be a little more fearful towards it. But if you look at it as not just something extra, not something cool to do if you got the time, if you look at it as part of your training, you'll see it for what it really is, and that's dealing with the fight or flight mechanism on a every 4-month basis.
Each strike, though, gives the other person a point. Stop! Don't spin so much, guys. You're spinning.
In order to boost your confidence going into tournament, you gotta go to class. There's no two ways about it. You gotta go to class. Private lessons are important. One-on-one time with your instructor is crucial to making sure your form, your technique, your sparring, your board breaking, all of that is important. And the only way you're gonna get that is to go to class and make sure you're taking part in private lessons with your instructor.
If you happen to win, or if you happen to lose, you're going to reach across the aisle and make sure that you shake their hand.
For students that are hesitant or that are sitting on the fence about whether or not they're going to go to tournament, you got to go. There's no two ways about it.
If you don't put a little bit of competitiveness in your training, it's not as good as if you do.
I enjoy them very much. I think the intensity of it is awesome, and the challenge and the competition is amazing.
We had one student in particular I'm reminded of, very hesitant about going to tournament. Had a lot of fear, had a lot of anxiety, and in turn I had a lot of fear and anxiety for him. But he went down to tournament, and the crowd, our school, started to gather around his ring, and they were chanting his name, and just seemed to feed. He just seemed to feed off of it, and he was down. He was down 6-4, and the crowd was chanting his name, and he looked around. Oh, wow! And he very quickly landed a headshot, got 2 points, tied it up, and time ran out, so it was tied 6-6. So they had a sudden death point break, so to speak, and They both went in with the same kick, their legs locked up. He threw one punch, landed the point, and the crowd went wild, and that was his Rocky moment. It was very memorable.
It feels good. I'm trying to be humble about it. You just react like it's just another thing going on. You have to be calm, but once you win, it feels awesome.
There are so many positive things you're going to get from going to a tournament. You're going to make friends. People that I compete with now as a black belt are people that I competed against when I was a green belt. We came up through the ranks together. So you're going to make friends, you're going to learn something, and more importantly, you're going to have fun. So the tournament, just for those 3 reasons alone, is worth it. You're going to get so much more out of it, other than those 3 things, but definitely worth the price of admission.